When I was younger, I say about 8 or 9, that's when I had a gap and my gap was crooked and I hated it. So I said as soon as I get the money, I'm going to get braces. I ended up getting braces when I was about 23 years old, I think. I heard about this guy through my friend, and when I went to him, he told me like, okay, you have a tooth in your gums. And I was like, okay. So he was like, usually, you know, I wouldn't put braces on because you have that tooth up there. You need to get that tooth removed. So I said, how much would that be? Well, that'll probably cost you like $2,000 to get that tooth removed because you got to get put to sleep. So I proceeded to get up out his chair and I'm like, well, I guess I can't get the braces. I don't have $2,000. I'm like, I barely can afford to get these braces done, let alone pay $2,000 up front to someone to do this procedure to get this tooth removed. He said, you know what, it's not gonna be a problem. Come on, it's not gonna be a problem. So I was like, okay, you say it's not gonna be a problem, then I mean, you're the orthodontist. Look, I just want this gap closed.
Like, what could really happen?
Long story short, I ended up having the braces on for 3 years because it took me so long to pay him off. When I tell you I was broke, he would not see me unless I had his coin. Whenever I would have his money, that's when he would tighten me up and do all of that. But if I didn't have a payment, then I couldn't get anything done. Like, he wouldn't do anything. 3 years to pay off almost $6,000 to get these braces off. Fast forward to 2015, I was getting ready to move here to Texas, so I said, okay, let me get this man coins together so that he can get these braces up off my mouth before I move. So he ended up taking the braces off a month before I moved. I came up with all of the rest of the money and he took the braces off, and that was the end. He put a permanent retainer, which is like a wire. He put that on the back of my teeth at the bottom and he put it at the top, and that was it. He didn't give me the retainers that you like put on every night. I didn't know anything about that at all. Okay, that was April. He took it off 2015. I say probably November 2015. I'm here in Texas, everything's good. My wire broke. Instead of me trying to reach out to an orthodontist, because I'm like, well, I just moved, I have 3 kids, I'm just like, I don't even have the money to pay anybody right now. So long story short, my teeth ended up shifting, completely shifting. Oh wait, let me go back. During the process of me getting the braces the first time, my gums came all the way down. So if I smile, you just see gums. You see? Food ended up getting trapped in my gums because when you have braces, your teeth moves. And when your teeth moves, if you have food trapped in your gums or in those spaces, that food is going to cause your gums to get infected or puffy and just swell up. So that's what happened. Now my teeth look this big. It's a whole nother procedure that I have to have done. Now I have the braces off. My teeth are this big. My plan was to come to Texas and find someone to laser cut my gums, and then I will have this perfect smile. Like, I was okay with my teeth. My teeth looked perfectly fine other than my gums laying low. And my teeth were straight. They were pretty. Everything was good. Once the permanent retainer broke, my teeth instantly started to shift. When I say instantly my teeth started to shift. Like, I woke up and my teeth were just going all which way. You can tell a little. Let me zoom in some. They're crooked now, you see? This is me looking straight. And so you see my line right here is not in the center. What really pissed me off was the fact that I just paid all this money. I spent 3 years with these damn braces on my mouth, and now everything is worse than what it was at first. So I went through a real depression. I hated to even look at myself in the mirror, especially when I would brush my teeth. You know how you brush your teeth and you smile and look? Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. I hate to talk to people. I like to talk to people. I like to laugh. I crack jokes. You know, that's just me and my personality. I'm a people person. And this whole situation was just making me just not want to be around people, not want to talk to anyone. I just was just depressed. Like, I was really depressed. It got to the point where I was like, okay, you can't do anything about it just being depressed and unhappy with yourself. Get up and start looking to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, get up and start looking at your options. So when I say I went to about maybe 10 different orthodontics, dentists, just I went all around to get different advice, different prices. Had a free consultation. I was there. I even entertained the thought of getting veneers. I was thinking about getting veneers. I was gonna go overseas. I forgot where the place is. Colombia, I think. A lot of celebrities go there, and he only wanted $5,000 to do it, and that would have included cutting my gums and me having veneers. But as I started to look like into the price that it costs to go over there, I would have to go by myself, and I was just like, okay, maybe this isn't the way that I really want to go about this. Like, I wouldn't mind getting veneers, but it costs so much here in the States. And going overseas to get it, I just didn't feel comfortable. When I tell you God knows, like, he knows what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Like, he will block certain things for you. I went to another orthodontist, and I was gonna go with him, but he wanted $1,000 up front, and then he wanted $500 for the down deposit, and the braces in total were gonna be like almost $7,000. So I was gonna go ahead and do it. Like, at this point I was just desperate, and I was like, okay, like, whatever. And he was gonna put the braces on even with that tooth at the top. He was like, I could put the braces on that tooth, that's not gonna bother anything, we can do it. So I was like, well, he's the only person that's saying he can do it without me having to get that tooth removed. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the braces back on and make sure I wear my retainer, and that way I won't have a problem. That same day that I was going to go get the money and take it to the other orthodontist, it was a flyer in the mail for this place, and they were like, they had a sale going on in December for braces for $3,500, and that included everything. And I'm like, well, he wanted $7,000, and this place only wants $3,500. So I went and checked them out. When I got in there to talk with the orthodontist, they do x-rays at first, and the first thing he said was, I'm not going to be able to put braces on you with that tooth right there sitting on your in your gums. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I was so frustrated, because I'm like, okay, he's cheaper, but he's saying that I have to get that tooth removed. So I was like, okay, let me just look again into trying to get a quote to see how much it'll be to get this tooth out. I ended up calling around, and everybody wanted almost $1,400–$1,500. So I ended up calling one last place. I called, they were like, oh, we'll do it for like $500, and I was like, okay, something ain't right. The doctor, he's like a facial surgeon. Like, he can lift your eyebrows, lift your nose. He can do all of that reconstructive type of surgery. And once I looked more into him, I was like, he only want $500 to do this? So I ended up doing it, and he was like, well, if I put you to sleep, it'll cost more. And I was like, doc, look, at this point, if you know how much money I have spent on my mouth alone, and it's still not where I want it to be, I'll just take the pain. In the midst of doing the procedure, he ended up giving me laughing gas anyway, free of charge, and that made it so much better. Because when I tell you, they had to literally cut open my gums at the top. They went up here and cut open my gums. The tooth was laying on the bone, so they had to saw the damn tooth out. Like, I'm talking about, they were in my mouth, like digging and pulling, trying to get this tooth out. And finally it came out, and this is the tooth. They took the tooth out, and when I tell you, that was the worst pain that I have felt since having my 3 kids. Nose was swollen, face was swollen, like everything was swollen. So I'm glad that I went ahead and got this damn tooth out. So now my teeth are ready for the braces. I go back in, he's like, oh, you have cavities. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? So I ended up getting the cavities filled. I had 1 cavity and 2 that were starting to form. So that was like $400 for me to do that. So I had to pay for that after I got the tooth out. I got the cavities filled. I got the damn tooth out. February 7th, I go to get my braces on. So now I have my braces, and when I tell you, I walked in there thinking, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. I already had braces. I know what to expect. Sis, no. To me, it's worse than the first time. It hurts so bad. It's so irritating. It's going on a month, and my teeth have straightened out a lot. Like, they're still crooked and leaning, but they have straightened out, especially my bottom row. With all that being said, I'm finally happy to have my braces back on. I do feel just a little bit out of place because I'm older now. You know, I'll be 30 next month in April. And it's like, sis, you 30 walking around with some damn metal on your mouth. But it's just like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't like something about yourself, go ahead and fix it. Don't make excuses. There are no rules to what you can and what you can't do to make yourself happy. And this is what makes me happy. Like, I've always dreamed of having a beautiful smile. That's pretty much it, you guys. That is my entire journey of dealing with my #1 insecurity, which was my teeth. Hopefully my teeth will look how I want them to look once I'm done. I am trying to debate if I'm going to get the surgery now because I really hate how little my teeth look. But I'm trying to debate if I want to get the surgery now or if I want to just wait until the braces are off. I know they say they recommend having your teeth like aligned properly where they should permanently be before you get the gums corrected. So I'll probably just wait like close to the end or just wait till they're off. I don't know, but whatever the case, I'll be sure to record it and let you guys know all about that. I'll also be doing updates probably like every 3 months or so. Hopefully everything will turn out how I want it to turn out. If you guys have any questions or recommendations or anything that you want to share or you want me to talk about in the upcoming videos, and leave any comments down below, and I will talk to you guys later on my next video. Bye.